Joining me now, head coach, WVU Baseball, Steve Sabins. Coach, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, John.
So listen, here we are. I mean, your record was it 27-4, right? You're tied for second. You're in second place in the Big 12, but you're tied in the loss column with Kansas at 3 losses each. So they got another 2 wins. You guys got a couple games canceled. No big deal. You're going to make that up. But let me ask you this right off the bat. Your hitting is unbelievable. You guys are scoring like, 10 runs a game? How many teams have you rolled, even without Sam White, with him being hurt? I mean, the hitting you guys have got up and down that lineup, it's incredible, Steve.
It's been really, really special. And Brody Kresser was out, and Logan Save was out, and Sam White was out. And every time somebody gets an opportunity, has been answering the call. Spencer Barnett comes in, hits in the 8-hole and has 5 RBI, and on Saturday was 4 for 4 with a walk. Armani Guzman, he gets his opportunity because we've had some players out, and the guy's on ESPN top 10, driving in runs, making great plays. It really has been incredible to see. Obviously, 1 through 9 has been really competitive, but you look back and guys like Chase Swain didn't start the year in the lineup. He's hitting 350. Kyle West didn't play every day for 3 weeks. He's our 3-hole hitter. Jace Reinhart couldn't get on the field for the first week. He's our 4-hole hitter. And so it's just ultra competitive. And when people get their opportunities, they've answered the call. They've done great. And then we've had a few of those like really consistent guys that every day you look up and they're doing something to help you win. Skylar King, Grant Hussey. That's about the most consistent. Everyone else has either been in and out, injured, battling back and forth a little bit, but those 2 guys have kind of been there every single day. But the offense has been great. I think when you start watching enough like you do, you watch every game and you watch who we play, you're going, this might be one of the better offenses in the country.
I think it's going to get you to Omaha. I mean, nobody can get you guys out. And also you look at the depth. You forget to mention Gavin Kelly, your freshman catcher, also plays the outfield. You got him there, but you got also depth on the team. You got Mike Peralta, you got Alex Marat. You got just so many different players that can step in at any given time and contribute to the team. But I mean, if you're an opposing pitcher trying to go down that lineup, I don't even know how you plan for these guys. Like, how do you plan? I mean, it's just relentless. 1 to 9 is pretty impressive. And of course, Armani, you got 2 speedsters, and Armani and Skylar. If they get on base, it's a single. It automatically becomes a double. So it's been unbelible. Tell us.
Your early pick to click was Grant Hussey.
That's right.
He had the walk. He had the big homer that got, went into the fog for the win against Utah this week. And he's having his best year offensively. He's hitting over 300. His at-bats are so much better, starting to show more of that power. Usually power comes in clumps where all of a sudden you hit 5 home runs in a couple weeks. And so we're pretty excited about what Hussey's doing.
So I should get a column. My older son, who runs our website, WVSportsNation.com, my older son, Jack, studying for his PhD in Arizona State. I should get a column. I should lobby for a column because I picked at the beginning of the season. I said your number 1 hitter would be Brody Kresser. He's right there. I said your MVP would be Grant Hussey. He's right there. And you said who was going to get the most wins on the pitching staff. And who did I say? Chase Meyer, 5 wins. So, so far I'm batting 1,000, right? I should get a column. Man, I got to lobby for that, right?
There's no doubt. Okay. No, Chase has been incredible. He's getting in saves, and he pitched twice per week when we were in BYU. So we were so proud of him to be able to bounce back and do it again. And just finding a way to positively impact the game when he gets in there. That's the name of the game. Not about roles, not about situations. Just when you get the ball, does good stuff happen? When you get in that bat, does good stuff happen? That's the bottom line. So he's been killing it. Proud of his progression for sure.
Well, you should be, and your whole team. I mean, 27-4 overall record, 7-3 in the Big 12. Game out of first place with Kansas, but tied in the loss column with them Now let's get to some tough things. You got two injured players. Save, your catcher, Logan Save was hurt. Then he came back. Now he's hurt again on a check swing. What's his status?
I think good. He was in the cage yesterday taking live at bats. He bunted. He watched live pitching. He caught in the bullpen. He was blocking. So I think it's more of a range of motion. I want to make sure we don't push it again so you have any setbacks, but he's doing good. And then Sam White was right next to him taking live at bats, swinging full speed, crushing balls off 95-mile-an-hour pitchers. So he's in a really great spot. I think with shoulders, you want to, especially Sam White's, his throwing arm, you just got to make sure like hitting and throwing overhead are two very different things. And so sometimes you'll see a guy that can return in a DH or a pinch hit capacity, but can't play defense. So we got to measure that today. The most uncomfortable thing for me as a coach is things in limbo because you're type A and you plan and practice plan and what you want to do and who you're going to face and who's going to play who and all those things. And so we have a little bit of limbo going on where I wish I had answers and I don't, and it bothers me. But if Sam White can throw, we have a much different lineup. If Sam White can't throw, we have a much different lineup, right? Because Kyle West is kind of nailed down that DH spot for us. And so you have tough decisions to make. Do you put Kyle in the outfield? Do you put Sam at first base? Do you move a lot of players around to get the best bats in there? Do you make sure that your defense is super stable because you're scoring so many runs? So we got to figure that out basically in the next 48 hours of what the team looks like and whose health is where.
Let's get to kind of something that I think you guys were dissed here by what was it, D1 top 25. You guys weren't in the top 25. You're 27-4 and in second place in the Big 12, and you're hitting the cover off the ball and you're leading categories all over the place. How are you not in the top 25?
We had a team meeting yesterday just talking about this kind of stuff because I think somebody in the country ranks us 11th. And then there's somebody that ranks us 20th. And then there's publications that don't have us ranked at all. And so it was kind of a fun thing because we've had so many great things happen over the course of the season where you do get accolades, you do get recognition. We do have Big 12 pitchers of the week, and we do have, the player of the week in the conference and the national spotlight player of the week. And we've had all these things going on. And so I kind of went down the whole list of all these things that have happened and made sure the kids kept them separate. Like Chase Meyer, he pitched 3.2 innings against Oklahoma State, had 9 punch outs, and we won the game. Those are all real things. But being the Big 12 pitcher of the week and the D1 surprise outing of the year and the number 50th ranked relief pitcher, all that stuff's fake. Like that's not real. That's some dude in his basement typing in on his mom's computer that, Turtle Box sponsor player of the game. That's all. I had other words for it when I'm not on the radio, but that's fake. That ain't real. But what you do with your team and who you are and how you work every day, and if you show up with energy and you actually go perform in big moments, that's the stuff that's real. And so it's the same with our team. Hey, the truth is we're 27-4. We've won more road games than anybody in the nation. We play really good baseball. We have one of the deepest lineups in the country. Our pitching has been really, really good. And we play in a great conference. That's real, but your ranking, it's not real. Whether we're first in the country or if you're not ranked, it's not real because at the end of the day, we're going to get to go mano a mano against somebody, and the proof's in the pudding, whether we play well or not. So I think you're right, but I also
you guys got the shaft. All right, there's no question about it. It is some kid in his basement, what you call turtle box with his mom's basement. It's exactly what this is. Okay, because the other thing is your record doesn't lie. You're in second place in the Big 12, tied with the first place team, Kansas, in the loss column. Got a big 3-game set coming up with the Cougars, who just got beat in that terrible collapse that they had after the big victory over Duke. But you're going to play baseball there. This is one of those dangerous series where you look at them They're 5-7 in the conference, 19-3 overall. Not really rated as one of the better teams, but they're always tough at home. Tell me about that upcoming series. What do you look for there, Steve, with the Cougars on the road?
Yeah, they're just good. So Houston in general, they just played for a national championship in basketball. So just a high resource, great university, and it's probably the two most fertile recruiting grounds in the country are arguably in our league in UCF in Orlando, Florida, and in Houston, Texas. There's more people, there's more baseball, there's more high level competition concentrated in a small area. So it's not about talent. The 5-star recruits are showing up to Houston and play. There's not enough schools in the nation. A&M is a couple hours away from town, and they're preseason #1 in the country. They have the talent. Houston has the talent, the resources, the ballpark, and they've already clipped off 2 Big 12 series wins against good teams. They beat TCU. They lost to Texas Tech, who's struggling probably the most in our league right now, but they beat UCF, and they have one more Big 12 series win under their belt. Head coach has been there a long time, really, really quality coaching staff. So it's just one of those where you walk into and you know they're not getting the credit or the love that they really deserve, even if we feel that way. You got to go in there ready to play because they're going to be good. They're going to be super competitive. And it's going to be a great series. I know a lot of Mountaineer fans are down in Houston, around the Texas area, so I think we'll have a good fan base down there too.
Well, listen, I know you and your staff do very, very deep evaluation of all the opponents you play, matchups, etc. When you look at the Houston Cougars baseball team, give me the one major thing that stands out that you're like, whoa, this is for them really something we got to watch out for. What is it?
That's a good question. I haven't dove into the film. That's pretty much today's main goal for us. In the past, they've always had high level arms, really, really good stuff. So high velocity, 95 to 100 mile an hour arms with plus stuff. And so some of these teams that we faced in the last few weeks have been more pitchability in Utah and BYU. So I think we're going to walk into somewhere where you're going to see way more stuff. 86 mile an hour sliders, 98 mile an hour fastballs. Whether they pitch with it or not, or they have good days, we'll find out. But it's usually, like I said, really high talent kids. So you have fast, strong, and really good stuff on the mound.
All right, we're with Coach Steve Sabins, head coach, baseball coach, West Virginia University. I've only got a couple minutes. NCAA, the next couple days, maybe a week, comes out with a key ruling on 5-year eligibility. Do you think that'll pass? When will it take effect? And if it does, how would it affect your organization? I got about 2 minutes.
Don't know if it'll pass. There's a million things going on with that House settlement, with everything from revenue share to roster caps to 5 years of eligibility, NIL collectives, if those can continue to go on. I guess Judge Wilkin in California has a whole lot of different things on her plate. And the decision that she makes will greatly impact college sports as we know it moving forward. It's going to greatly change Olympic sports, the non-revenue generating sports. I would put baseball in a revenue generating category. If not, it's very close to even. But all those other sports may greatly suffer if this passes. Football, basketball, as we know it, are turning into a professional model. They already are. If this passes, you're talking about for next season, $16 to $18 million being paid to football players by universities. So if that happens, that means that agents, advisors, pro contracts, all that stuff is real, and schools will be right in the thick of it. So amateur sports, as we know it, could greatly change in the next 48 hours to 2 weeks. And I think we got to hold on tight because we don't have any idea what that means for rosters or support or Power Four conferences. I think everything that we know could be up in the air. That's how I see it.
Are you prepared to deal with that, your organization?
I think better than anybody else in the country, but I don't know if anybody can be prepared. But we like this. We have a young staff. We have a pretty versatile, mobile, intelligent staff, and so our guys think about this and try to prepare to the best that you can. But normally, football is the leader in this. So like they make rules and regulations for football, and then it trickles down, and within 2 or 3 years all the other sports try to react. So there's always an opportunity as a baseball coach to try to be on the forefront early, and that's what we've done in the NIL age. That's what we've done with rosters, and I think that's why we're in the position that we're in, of just being a quality program that competes nationally.
We're out of time. I want to thank head WVU Mountaineer baseball coach Steve Sabins for being with us today. Steve, good luck for you and your team traveling to Texas to the Big H. And I think you guys are going to win. I think you got a shot to sweep, but look, you got to go there and play the game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You got to play the game, right? It's all good to talk about, but until you get there, you got to play the game. Steve Sabins, thank you for being with us. You want to follow Steve Sabins at Steve Sabins, at Steve Sabins. And if you're looking to be a Mountaineer and you're not a junior out of your junior year yet, he can't call you up. You can DM him at Steve Sabins. You can do that. That's perfectly legal. At Steve Sabins on X. Steve, thanks for being with us.